welcome back to Rig or Pig, our new episode where we get to drink beers and talk shit with you guys. Well, this week we get to take the GSR Triton again, but we're hooking it up to the Rembrandt Caravan. Okay, I do not know how this is going to roll. Is it going to be underpowered? It's a little 2.4 litre engine, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's great when it's not got anything behind it, but let's see if this Triton can separate itself from the boys to the men. Righto, so we got the hitch all sorted out. We're now backing on to the big Rembrandt. I'm looking at the awesome camera. He actually shows it very, very well. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Straight underneath. Righto, as you can see, we've got that all lined up. The camera is very, very good. You can see exactly what you are doing with it. Before I completely set this up, let's go and see how much it just sagged down. That's actually not sagged too much. So that's probably got about 330 kilos of downbore weight. Realistically, it is fully loaded, so it could be 350 down, but I'm saying about 330 roughly. So that, I reckon, that's bloody brilliant so far. As you can see, the van is on a bit of an angle, okay, and I've got the hitch round so it's on the lower section. I'm just gonna jack the van back up the hitch again, flip it over, put it up the other way, so I've just got that bit of height so it actually rides a hell of a lot better. Look, for all intents and purposes, I could just take it the way it is, but I think we should do it correctly. Well, all the hitch is turned around now, and that's made it sit a hell of a lot better. Still down a little bit in the nose, but it's not too bad. For standard suspension, the Triton there is actually really, really good, and that's what a leaf-sprung vehicle is all about. You know, they can hold the tension and the weight a hell of a lot better than coils. You got to have big staunch coils. But look, there's horses for courses. I'm just saying, I'm quite impressed for standard suspension. So first impressions, the big Rembrandt Titus behind the Mitsubishi Triton. Now, 330 kgs of downbore weight didn't make it squat too much in the arse. So that's good. It hasn't taken all the weight off the steer, which can make it, you know, quite flighty and whatever else, but early days. The car is sitting pretty damn level though, so I don't believe it's going to affect the steering having that 330 on the back. I'm quite surprised the Triton has actually taken it very well. We've headed through town. The Triton's doing really, really well so far, but I'm hungry. So there's a mad pie shop just on the way out of town, just off James Street. So I'm going to call in there, grab myself a nice pie, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it and show you which shop it is. So if you're ever in Toowoomba and you feel like a pie or a sausage roll or a rum ball or a lamington, this place, they have top-notch pastries. Well, like I said, we've just pulled up here. This has been a renowned pie shop for a very long time in Toowoomba, J Jack's Family Pies. I'm going to go in, get myself a nice little pepper jobby. Oh, well, thanks.
Let's give it.
I would really like to get a pepper chunky steak.
I've got one of those left.
Okay, I'll have one of those.
Yeah.
And I'll try The blueberry thing here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow. We'll try that for dessert, hey? Thank you.
No worries. That's perfect. Thanks, mate. Have a great day.
Will do. Look at that. How cool is that J-Jack's pie corner it's called. This one's the chunky steak and pepper. Look at that. Nice big chunks of meat in there. Nice and peppery. Oh yeah, absolutely delicious. Highly recommend it. Just off James Street, actually not too far away from Toowoomba Mitsubishi. Perfect temperature. Just the right amount of pepper actually as well. I always try the sausage rolls as well, because there's nothing like a good sausage roll. It's okay, but I can tell you, it's no pepper pie. Let's have a go with this. Some blueberry style donut looking thing. Look at that. Filling tastes alright. Wow! That blueberry cream bun is phenomenal. The recommendation, pies and these cream buns, call into J-Jack's and get yourself a mad feed. If you're travelling through Toowoomba, or if you're a local, make sure you come check it out. Well, how bloody good was J-Jack's? That pie and that long donut, it certainly has put the worms at bay. Anywho, we're now off. We're at nearly at the top of the Toowoomba range. Now the Triton is pulling that van pretty damn good. I was just at the lights where the St. Joseph's School is. It's a bit of a pinch. Anyway, I just put my foot down a little bit and it started to turn the tyres. So the vehicle's got plenty of power. That's how heavy the van actually is. So we're just starting our descent down the Toowoomba range now. Just going to whack this over in manual mode. Whacked it back to second gear. So we're coming down here, 3,000 RPM, doing the 60 kilometres an hour. Diesels don't have huge amounts of engine braking anyway, but it's not doing too bad. I'm hardly touching the brakes. I would have thought the Tritons seem smaller than the rest of the other dual cabs on the market. And the big Rembrandt Caravan, like I said, at 3.3 tonne, you'd think that it would push it round a hell of a lot more coming down here. Yeah, it's feeling pretty damn good. Just back those trailer brakes off a little bit. So the car's doing a bit more of the work. Yeah, pretty damn good so far. Well, that's the Toowoomba range done and dusted. Okay, we're just coming through the 60 zone now. Cruise control is working nicely with the van in tow. I'm going to now accelerate up to 80 using the cruise. I mean, that's pretty standard. Let's just ease the power on nicely. Like I said, it's very smooth delivery. We're 80k an hour now. A few little bumps in the road. I can feel coming through. It's feeling stable. What if we go to swerve? Yep. I didn't put too much of a effort into that because you don't really want it to start flicking around, but if you had to avoid something on the road like that, come back in. Yep. So it's weighted pretty good. This driver distraction detected warning is a little bit annoying. And I'm talking to you guys and I'm then looking back here and it's saying I'm not paying enough attention. So I'm sure you can turn that off on the vehicle. But it is there for, I suppose, if you're a numpty and you're not paying attention, hopefully it gets you paying attention back to the road. Like any vehicle, you do need to put towing mirrors on it. Some cars have them poking out a little bit further and you can get away with it, but with this Triton, you really are going to need to put a set of clear views or MSAs, or just buy cheap mirror extensions that strap to your mirrors when you're not towing. So already, and it's not even too hilly, it's only slight undulation. I think this is where we're going to find the 6-speed box. It's going to rear its ugly head versus 8 speeds and 10 speeds. Because there's such a difference between each gear ratio, you're really going to notice it. That being said, see, it's just dropped back to the next gear, so it revs back up to 3000 RPM. Drop back to 4. 5th. 6th. So by the looks, with the cruise control on, it likes to be in 5th gear, not 6th, sitting at 100. Okie dokie. Our first turn off the highway. Car's telling me there's a dirt road coming up. Anyway, we're just starting the little climb from Helidon up towards Hampton on 17 Mile Road, and we're cruising up these little hills, and I mean the speed limit's quite low. It's 60 and 80 kilometers an hour, but the Triton's just keeping it between 1500 revs and 2000 revs, which is pretty damn good. It's not struggling. I'll just push it over to manual. It's in 4th gear at this stage, cruising up 80 k's, 2000 RPM. So it's using all of its torques at low revs, which is fantastic for towing. As we're heading up 17 Mile Road here, it is quite undulating, and some of the hills are making the Triton work. So it's no powerhouse pulling the 3.3 tonne, but it is getting the job done. So it really does know it's behind it, but it's a 2.4 litre bi-turbo diesel. It's not the V6 Ford Ranger, it's not the 6-cylinder turbo diesel that's in the Ineos. It's a little 4-cylinder turbo diesel, and it's pulling a fair bit of weight. Am I disappointed in the power? No, pretty much what I expected, to be honest. It's ample to get the job done, but it's not blisteringly fast. I must say, with the dirt road, it's starting to break a bit of traction and whatever, so you just flick it to 4 high on the go here. That's not 4 high diff lock, centre diff lock, just to make it more all-wheel drive. Got a bit of a steep pinch here now. Makes a difference to traction, I can tell you. So that is a handy feature, having that 4 high, making it an all-wheel drive at the flick of a button. Oh, we've got to one of the nastiest, steepest part of this little road. This is a windy little steep pinch. Oh yes. Oh, she's bouncing around. Oh, the road's got pretty badly corrugated. Oh, she's making light work of it. Have a crack at that. That's that 4 high on the fly. Bloody brilliant. Yeah, baby. Oh, man, this road has got chopped up. That's good though. The old Triton taking it in its stride. Man, this is steep. Look at that. Part has been done. You know what? The old Triton. It's the old dark horse. Actually has surprised me. I didn't hold high hopes for it when I first drove it. You know, I took it on a nice little circuit and it was unbelievable on fuel. It drove really nicely, and towing the van, like I said, it's no powerhouse, but it is enough to get it done, and it seems to be sipping the fuel. So, but once we get to the servo, we'll soon find out how much it actually has used. Well, there's 17 Mile Road done and dusted. It's a nasty little section there from Hellerton all the way to the Esk-Hampton Road. And, you know, we've got to traverse some pretty nasty, well, as we found out, corrugated, very loose, pebbly, steep hills. Now, the Triton, it actually did it, you know, pretty damn well. Well, we've got the cruise control set on 100. It's towing the van at the speed limit. You know, we're coming in from Hampton to Toowoomba, some undulating hills there, but there's some pretty nasty downhill sections with potholes and different other things that in the past have even pushed the likes of the Land Cruiser 200, Y62, 300 series cruiser around. So it'd be interesting to see if the Triton actually holds up against, you know, the van pushing it through those potholes and see how it reacts. To be honest, it's been actually taking everything in its stride, which is bloody amazing. I thought it'd be underpowered. I didn't think that it'd tow the van that well, but it's no powerhouse, don't get me wrong. It's got that 4-cylinder diesel knock, you know, like not as bad as the old Rodeos or whatever else. Like, it's a new common rail diesel system, so it's not going to knock like the old diesels, but you really can hear that rattle versus some of the more refined engines, you know, like the Ford Everest and Ranger bi-turbo 2 litres. I really think where the Ford stands out over and above the Triton is it's all in the gearbox. I don't believe that the engine is any less capable in the Triton. The 6-speed box versus the 10-speed gearbox in the Ford, those extra 4 gears really makes a massive difference to how the vehicle performs and, you know, selects its gearing. Here we go, we're coming down this nasty bit of a hill. It's actually going really well. A few little bumps here and there. Nothing too major. Ooh, nasty. Bit of a car accident there, folks. Someone has lost it. They were towing a trailer with another vehicle on it and have lost it round that corner that I was actually saying is bad news. This has just cruised round there, taken those bumps and wallows in its stride. Well, there's a tick for the old Trito. Gearbox issues aside, I shouldn't say issues, lack of gears. There's nothing bad to say about it. There's nothing exceptionally great to say about it. It is just a run-of-the-mill dual cab turbo diesel ute that is on the market these days. I can tell you though, the performance out of the 2.4 litre in this Triton is far, far better than the Cannon, the Great Wall Cannon. Those 2 litre diesels, they really are underpowered. This is where the name brands vehicles probably have it over the cheaper utes coming through. But in saying that, I've got to do the Kia test drive with the van on in the next few days, so it'll be very interesting to see how the smaller engine goes, the 2.2 litre, performs with this trailer on. Alright, I'm going to see how fast this accelerates to 100 from a dead stop. Here we go. Hit 60. Just hit 80. Just hit 100. There you go. It's not horrific, but it's okay. Average. You're not going to upset too many people anyway if you really gas it. If you pull out and you procrastinate, of course you're going to upset people and you're going to take forever to get to 100. But that was flat to the boards, a flat road. Yeah, wasn't horrendous anyway. So let's go through some of the pros at the moment for the Triton. It's budget friendly. So there's a lot of different models. We're driving the top of the line model and it's $63,000 on the road. Yes, it's got some old technology in it. You don't get the electric handbrake. You still get the manual handbrake. Okay, but you do get 4-wheel drive on the fly. You get a proven warranty. Okay, 10 years. Okay, proven engine and gearbox, diffs. I mean, these diff housings have got the axle load rating right up on this particular model compared to the last ones. So it sips the fuel. We're going to find out how much exactly it uses after this trip. But I can tell you the fuel gauge has not even budged so far. And I've been doing a bit of idling while I've been waiting for the cameraman. I've been doing, you know, stop starts. It's not just a smooth, nice fuel economy run where you get the best of the best situation. Everything is against you on this towing test. You're sitting around, you're waiting for the cameraman to set up, start, stop. You're going up and down really steep hills. So that's one factor. Price is good, fuel economy seems very good. The stability of the vehicle with the trailer on. Okay, I'm going to say it's probably 6 out of 10. It's not a Land Cruiser, and it's not the big Ford Ranger V6. It's very stable on the road. With a Triton, doesn't quite have the width, doesn't have the wheelbase, and it is a slightly bit lighter. So the heavier the tow rig, the less it's going to get pushed around. I believe the pros, it does tick all the right boxes if you're looking for a budget-friendly, reliable diesel vehicle that can tow 3.5 ton. I reckon this should be on your list. There's nothing stopping it out there from being a really, really great car. Well, we've given it a fairly hard time today, so we get to see now how thirsty it has been. Fuel gauge has dropped just down under full, but that doesn't really mean much. We'll just use all the fuel in the first quarter of the tank. Anyway, we'll run some numbers very shortly. Well, how about that, folks? We took the old Triton on a big torture test, okay, of towing. Up 17 Mile Road, up that mad hill. I've had to flick it from 2-wheel drive to 4, you know, to actually stop it from spinning and to get up there. It was bloody cool, okay? And it did okay, okay? It is underpowered. They're all underpowered. 4-cylinder turbo diesels, what do you expect? But does it have enough to actually tow a big 3.5 ton caravan like the Rembrandt all around Australia? Well, I reckon it does. Look, it used 17.5 litres per 100. That to me is bloody phenomenal on fuel. I'm used to the big rigs that use like late 20s per 100 of fuel. Like they just drink it like a big piggy in the big swill. But the old Triton, it wasn't greedy. It just sipped the fuel. So I reckon that's a big plus. Now, what about the rest of the vehicle, how it handled? We were coming down that hill from Hampton. We passed that car accident. They were towing another trailer with a Ford Territory on the back, and they've lost it straight through the guardrails. There was tow trucks and shit everywhere, and that is the downhill section I was really, really worried about, and that's where the Caravan seems to push the vehicles around the most. It sort of goes through those wallows. It's not exactly off camber, but it's a really, really nasty downhill section, and if you don't have your trailer weighted correctly, it is going to push you about. Now, that is where I thought the Triton hung on pretty damn well, okay? It handled those bumps. The Caravan didn't get out of shape. And I was actually in a bit of shock as I drove past. As you saw, I spoke to you about it. I'm like, holy shit. But anyway, I think the Triton is a rig towing the Caravan. And if you guys disagree with me or you actually want to comment, please do, because I want to address anything that I've missed in this video. I really want it to be informative. I want to tell you guys how the vehicles really are. And if I haven't quite hit the mark, please comment and I will correct it on the next lot of videos. Anyway, I have got a really exciting segment coming up. On the next one, we get the new big Kia Tasman, and we take it for a spin with the big Rembrandt behind it. Now, it's got an even smaller engine. How is a little 2.2 litre gonna pull a big caravan like that? Oh well, you'll never know unless you tune in to the next Rig or Pig episode.